G-Life, it's your boy MC Shadow back at you with another video. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, check out the playlist. The playlist on top of my videos and no footage makes the video you're looking for a lot easier, whether it's just reactions to G-series, all that, no footage. Don't forget to check out my second channel, Man in Society, M.O.D, where we talk about stuff outside of the streets. Now, what I wanted to get into was something I was asked by someone who was new to the channel, and he's barely getting a feel for my channel and from watching my videos. And he said, if I have problems with norteño channels, or do I have a dislike for norteño channels? Because he sees that, I hardly mention any of that or, interactions. It's not that. It's just that, one, I'm from Southern California, from down here, So, all my understanding and everything, I'm part of is down here. I don't rarely have that knowledge of Northern California, except what I'm told by some of my subscribers through my email, right? So what I know is what I, speak about. You know what I mean? I don't really like to dive into stuff in which, I don't know about. You know what I mean? Just for the simple fact of content, you get what I'm saying? I'm not someone who's looking to, try to leech onto, anything just to try to milk it, you know what I mean? I'm not here to try to manipulate, the audience or manipulate people's opinions or just to talk randomly just to get views to get, revenue. I think that's pretty reckless to do, in my personal opinion, right? So it has nothing to do with, me disliking Northern channels, I'm not even aware of, many Northern channels. I do mess with some, like, like there's Gangster Frank Gucci. AWS is from up north. I don't know if he's a Northerner, but, there's him. I scope out the homie hangout. I think that's about it, though. When it comes to up there, the fact is there's not that many Northern channels as it is, you know what I'm saying? So for me to even have an issue or a problem, so, that's not the case, Now I know people say that, well, it's because of the North and South thing and all that. Like, bro, that has simmered down since a while back ago already, you know what I'm saying? Although people could come on here and be like, oh, it's the program, it's the politics, it's this, it's that. I mean, I don't even know what they're talking about because, in there, homies, there is no beefs, no tensions, no none of that, you know what I mean? You know, uh, everything's cool, in there. Individuals, con permiso, buenos días, buenas noches, and all of that. There's, semi-interactions between them and, homies even be giving each other care packages, and people can't even come on here and tell me that I'm lying about that shit. If somebody comes on here and says that that's a lie, whatever, clearly you don't know the program, and clearly you don't know what be going down, bro. Yeah, who's really the one that's lying, bro? Homies be giving each other packages in there, bro. I have seen it. You ain't gonna tell me, what I have seen is a lie or not. You get what I mean? And there's even been times where, certain, incidents. I'm not gonna dive into, the background of it, with, certain sides and certain ethnicities, and then, homies going and, backing up, or asking if they need any help, to another, to the raza, because of the other ethnicity stuff, because, you're not gonna let people take advantage of your people. Right, there's been several of those incidents, because at the end of the day, we're all raza. You get what I mean? So people can't even say that there's like this disconnection or this dysfunction. I think what it is that it's been put out there so much and polluted a certain way that people actually been believing that this is the program and this is to be so, right? That this is the way someone must think, or that this is the way it is and everything. Now, I'm not saying that, no, there's tensions between both sides. There's, bodies that have dropped, and individuals are going to feel a certain type of way, depending on the background of certain individuals, right? But at the end of the day, like people say, no one is bigger than the program, right? So what's the program? And what's the program having you do? Okay, then I thought no one was bigger than the program. Entonces, It's contradiction. It's people's bias, or people just saying what people think that they want to hear. Like at the end of the day, that's not your opinion, because if the program changes, or if now is this, or if now is that, you're gonna roll with the program. So in reality, that's not how you feel, you know. So don't give me that, that's actually how you see things, or and stuff like that. Because once the program changes, guess what? Your opinion and your view has to change with it. Um, and that's just the cold reality of it. Right? So if homies, are getting along in there, and there's interactions and stuff like that, and if you have no real incidents or tensions or beef and animosity, then animosity cannot exist, right? If you have never, dove into, conflicts with a certain side or group or individuals and stuff like that, then it's impossible for you to have hatred or dislike. You know, all that then must be a facade. If you're creating these emotions, then it's a lie. And like I have always said, I will not stand with no lie. Why am I gonna lie about how I feel? If there is no animosity, no tensions, and all of that, then how can you potentially dislike something? I'm just looking for the understanding in that, right? So let's not be bullshitting. So there is no, issues and stuff like that, right? Now, I could see certain channels out there, and I could dislike them, for the individuals, right? For how they are and who they are. That I just, choose to not, mess with certain people, or have a dislike towards, certain individuals. But it has nothing to do with, north or south, or dynamics of gangbanging and stuff like that, right? That's all irrelevant on the internet, bro. You know what I mean? We're not in the streets. Um, so, when it's like saying that, oh, people dislike, a lot of my supporters, are norteños, are northern people from Northern California. Um, so there is no issues, you know what I mean? I do a north and south battle rap reactions, where, we put their skills, of each, side and talent versus each other on the rap game, on who, produces, better tracks and stuff like that, you know what I mean? Friendly competition. So, I do acknowledge, the north and stuff like that. So there is no hatred and stuff like that. Now, if I don't mess with certain channels, I don't mess with certain channels, you know what I mean? But that has nothing to do with size or whatever. It just has to do with how I view the individuals. Um, you know what I mean? So it has nothing to do with them being beef and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Um, I mean, that's how ridiculous, So there is no tensions and no beefs. That's just my personal opinion on how I view the situation. But I'm just saying, shadow, we out.